Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting, and it's Paydirt review time again. And this time we're going to be re-reviewing Golden Paydirt. Now, before you leave the video thinking that you know what the results are going to be and there's no purpose in watching this video, I think you should maybe watch this video because I am actually reshooting this intro because I thought the exact same thing when I shot the original intro. And then Golden Paydirt surprised me. So I actually think maybe you should watch this video because if the results surprised me, I think the results will surprise you. Now, the one thing about Golden Paydirt is they are really, really good at putting up descriptions that say not a lot about the Paydirt, but use a lot of big keywords like nugget, specimen, super rich, bonus, mega, motherlode, jackpot, bonus, things like that to get you to buy their Paydirt. And that's what happened. I saw a bag of their flawless premium nugget Paydirt and thought, well, maybe I'll find a nugget in it. And it was a buy one, get one free. So I actually got 2 bags into review for today. And we're just going to flash up the description, go to the overhead, and check out those 2 bags a little bit closer. As you saw, Golden Paydirt's descriptions tend to be very lengthy, give you a lot of information without actually telling you anything. Again, it's just a whole bunch of keywords like look for the mega motherlode bag, but they don't really tell you what would be in that bag, and they also don't tell you anything about the gold. It could be fines, it could be nuggets, pickers, flour. But the best part of the description is when you get to the very end and you get the disclaimer, which says it is strictly for education, hobby, and entertainment. And that is a find and reveal item, not an item of chance. Even though clearly in their description they say lid busting premium gold nugget bags are 1 in 5 bags. That's a chance, a chance. 1 in 5 means a chance. So their disclaimer pretty much says not to listen to the description. So again, the description is just a jumble of keywords with no real meaning. But let's weigh up each one of these bags and see how much they weigh, because in the description there's no weight. One of the bags, 7.2 ounces, and the other bag is 7.1 ounces. And we'll open up the lighter of the two. Check out the material. I will rinse out the bags before the end of the video just in case anything gets trapped in them. But if you've ever done Golden Paydirt, this is pretty typical material for them. We will check it for magnetite. And no real magnetite either. Typically, these bags are always very easy to pan out, and there's usually not a lot of gold, but you never know until you actually pan them out. I'm not going to classify these either. We're going to pan out one bag, then we're going to pan out the other bag, come back, and see what my results are. So let's get to panning. Well, finished panning everything out as you saw, and some pretty surprising results so far. As you saw, I ended up finding a little bitty picker in each one of these bags. Now, I'm not sure I would call them a nugget, but they're definitely pickers. I could pick them up with my fingers. So that was pretty surprising. We'll have to weigh them up to see how much they weigh, to see if we would consider them a nugget, but based on their size, I don't think they will be. And we're going to weigh up each one of these pickers and see. And to me, a nugget has to be at least a half a gram, but we're going to weigh them up to see how much they actually do weigh. This was bag number 1. And 0.160 grams. We'll add in the rest to see what the total amount that I found. And there you go. 0.205 from bag number 1. Do bag number 2. And again, we will weigh up just the picker. $0.165 on that. Add in the rest of the gold and see what we get. $0.210 grams. So pretty good results. I mean, I'll have to do the ROI at the end of this, but I think this was actually a pretty surprising bag from Golden Paydirt. Now for these flawless bags from Golden Paydirt, they were very easy to pan out. There's no real black sands, the gold is on the larger size, and it doesn't dirty up the water at all. So for a beginner, advanced, or expert panner, I would give this an easy. All right, finished calculating my ROI, writing up my review, and let's get right to it. Now again, I had a secret shopper pick me up a bag of the flawless premium nugget Paydirt from Golden Paydirt, and it was at a buy one get one free, so I ended up getting 2 bags. Its original cost was $129.98, and I think it was a perma sale down to $64.99. But on the day that it was ordered, they also had a discount code G30, which by the way still works, for an additional 30% off. So the total price was only $45.49. Shipping was free, so total cost $45.49. Now, as you saw earlier in this video, I ended up recovering 0.415 grams of gold, and the gold spot on the day that this was ordered was $64.12, making the gold I found worth $26.61, or a 58.50% ROI. And while that's not an incredibly high ROI, I think it's a really good ROI. For a $45 bag of Paydirt to get a 58.5% ROI, or on my scale, a 5.9, is really good. And it's extremely good considering it came from Golden Paydirt. So I'm not sure if they're just becoming better or if this was a really lucky bag. Now for fun factor, I'm going to give it the exact same score as the ROI, a 5.9. There was nothing to take away. I knew this bag was going to be easy material to go through, and there was nothing to make it wow me to make it better, so 5.9. For Paydirt description, they're only getting a 2. It doesn't tell you a whole lot about the Paydirt itself, but they're getting a 2 because they do have a description. Quantity and packaging, they're getting a 6.5. 5 for quantity because they don't actually state how much material you're getting, so you have no clue what's going to show up in the mail. So they get a 5 for that, an 8 for packaging because it does come in a sealed bag and it was double bagged, so 6.5 total. And lastly, for customer service and shipping, they're getting a 5. I emailed them multiple times from a brand new email account I made and they didn't reply a single time. But somehow I started getting spam from them, but they never replied. So they're getting a 0 for customer service, but a 10 for shipping because it does ship out incredibly fast. I think that's never been a problem with Golden Paydirt. They typically do ship out incredibly fast. So they're getting a 5 for customer service and shipping, giving them a total score of 5.1. And that's not a great score by any means, but I think the key to this is the 5.9, 58.5% ROI I got out of this bag. Now, would I recommend or buy this bag of Paydirt again? And I want to say no, I probably won't buy any more Paydirt from them, but I will recommend this to another Paydirt reviewer. If they use the code G30 on one of the flawless bags, I'd like to see the results they get, because this might have just been a 1 in 5 bonus bag, or Golden Paydirt might actually be improving. Are their sales tanking enough that they've decided they have to start putting out a better product? Because a 58% ROI isn't very bad on a $45 bag of Paydirt. So while I wouldn't recommend this to any of my subscribers, I will recommend it to another reviewer and see what their results are. But that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Happy panning. And if you're not already a subscriber, think about hitting the subscribe button below.